Welcome to the channel. My name is Michael.
I'm Beef. Nice to meet you guys.
This is my new 2025 Honda Hornet SP CB1000. I've recently purchased this. It's done 9 miles. 2 of them were by the garage. Yeah. The rest of them, 5, 6 of them, were riding it here. We've got lots of plans for the bike.
I can't believe I'm getting roped into this. I honestly can't. But
I've got the dreams.
I've got the skills, I suppose, in the garage.
Hopefully, because that's going to get us through this.
But yeah, it's a nice piece of kit. Let's be honest. I think Honda have knocked it out of the park when they built this. To be honest, I myself ride a Yamaha MT10, which would, in some cases, be a rival to this. Would you say in the super naked market?
If not better, to be honest, this one. That's what I'm hoping for anyway.
But I do think the reality is that it has been built to a budget. I don't think any of the commenters who've reviewed these so far, the likes of Chopsy and that, have disagreed and said that there is areas of the bike that could be made slightly better, shall we say?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's basically what we intend to do. We've got a few plans for the bike. Namely, I think we're basically going to split it into like three sections, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the basic plan for it. First one's going to be protection, both of the paint, the bike, and crash protection. The second is cosmetics. So we're going to change a few items just to elevate it and take away some of the
few little bits we've got already.
The budgetness, shall we call it? Is it the budgetness? Would you say the budgetness?
Yeah, there's a few bits we could take you through, and you will see exactly why it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to its competitors. There's lots of different panels, lots of different bits that lend from other Honda bikes.
Yeah.
And that's how they've kept the price down. But I can see people online already making the comments of don't get the SP, get the standard, make your own colours. This will be different to all the other SPs come March time.
And then obviously I think the last piece will be performance, won't it? Now,
yeah,
155 brake out the crate because it is the SP with a butterfly valve. The exhaust is going the journey. That's going to be one of the first things. But obviously, given the fact that it's got a Öhlins TTX shock, Shower BPF forks, style EMA calipers, I don't think it needs a great deal from that to make it an absolute monster on the road. Michael's three years into a biking career.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, so
very limited experience, to be honest.
You could almost say that it's probably more capable than his riding skills are already.
The rest of the lads would also say that as well, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that obviously by upgrading some parts of it that we can make it a little bit faster for him, a little bit safer. And obviously perform a lot better. Yeah, so we're looking at items like a master cylinder upgrade, brake line upgrade. We're going to check what pads come in this from Honda. I don't believe that they're going to be a really good quality sort of sintered ceramic or anything like that. So we need to check that. Obviously, like we said, the exhaust is going to go the journey. Comfort, we're going to revise a few things with regards to the comfort. And we will talk you through it. So I think there's nothing left to do than...
No, that's it, I think.
Get on the bench.
We've got lots of plans. And hopefully you've already seen a few of them on the reels. So, yeah, let's get on the bench.
Oh, big old girl.
There she is. Get the side stand down.
Right, folks. So... my lovely little workbench I've got. If you haven't got one, please get a workbench. It does make your life easier. What we're going to do with the bike. Right, so let's address the elephant in the room first and foremost. This monstrous exhaust. Now, I think every single person, whether you're a Honda fan, a Hornet fan, or anyone will agree that that thing is fugly, all right? And it's not staying. We've already been playing with it, and Michael will put a clip in now to show you what's coming. Still a few tweaks to do. Obviously, if you're not aware, This bike runs a valving system in the SP to give it an extra 5 brake horsepower. Now, on the MT10s and stuff like that, it's commonly done where you'll disconnect the cables from the exhaust butterfly valve and leave the servo intact and let the servo cycle and actuate like it would, which throws up no fault codes. We haven't double checked yet if that's feasible with this. We do know that BHP UK, another content creator on YouTube, have bought one of these. They offer dyno and remapping services, so we're going to reach out to them to see if there's a way that we can eliminate that. I know a few companies do plug-in servo eliminators, so we're going to look at that. A couple of other things we're going to do. For some reason, when Honda designed this, they give it no capacity for paddock stands on the rear, which I think is just ludicrous, considering how many people will service and adjust their chain for basic routine maintenance. The swing arm on these bikes, and me and Michael took a fair bit of time before these videos started coming out to do some research. As you can you'll understand, these bikes have only been out for a couple of weeks now. There isn't a great deal of information regarding parts and aftermarket parts. It's all still quite fresh. So we're doing our best to bring modifications to this with a little bit of information we have. But we do know a few things. For instance, rear tail tidy. It's actually a Honda CB750, Michael? 2023,
so, yeah,
23, 24.
Their latest Hornet.
They're on the same one. If you've looked at microfeatures and pictures of them, they're exactly the same, other than the SP variant runs this very silver fancy trim, I think just to bring the tail end up. Swing arm. So the swing arm on this is actually off of the Honda CBR 650R from, again, 23 to 24. So because of that, we've ordered some rear axle blocks with a paddock stand bobbin on. So we've got them coming. But by the time you actually see this, they'll be here and we'll have already started fitting them. We reached out to ABBA UK, who have already started providing the centre stand swing arm blocks for an ABBA stand to go
put one to that little,
just in there.
Like
so we can actually elevate the bike, swap the rear paddock bobbins. Michael picked up a set of generic front and rear paddock stands, which are going to come in very handy for a modification. So they're going to come in really handy soon. What else are we going to do? So what we said first and foremost is protection. It's a brand new bike. It's a big investment for most people, especially for us, especially for Michael, because he's the one who's paying for it, not
definitely.
me. I'm not buying it. And we want it to look like this as long as we can. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm sure you can agree with me, there's nothing worse in the world than having a brand new motorbike and not being able to turn a wheel in anger. But we are going to get this bike fully ceramic coated from head to toe, wheels out, bodywork panels off, airbrush ceramic coating system from a good friend of ours who's a pro detailer. He's coming next week or in the coming weeks, and you'll see it on the channel. And he's going to ceramic coat everything. The reason for this is I'm a firm believer in that doing it now while it's like this, before it's any salt corrosion or any issues like that, is absolutely beneficial to the bike.
Yeah.
I did it with mine when I built my MT10, and we'll show you that on the channel at some point. But Michael wants to go out and ride it. I've begged and pleaded for him not to do that until we get this bike actually protected, because that salt out there will eat it.
It's been hard work.
Especially considering it's a shonky Honda and it's not a Yamaha. The build quality is just not there, folks.
Get in the comments, Honda or Yamaha.
Honda or Yamaha. If it's all Honda, mate, I won't be on this channel no more. But yeah, so that's the plan. A few other alterations we're going to do. Rear sets. Now, Michael doesn't plan on taking a pillion. We have got a pillion seat cover on order, so this is going to be changed shortly. We will not be using the rear passenger foot pegs. So we do believe, in conjunction with obviously changing the tail tidy, taking the rear sets off, swapping the cam, that's going to clean up the back end.
Yeah.
No end. Standard footrests. The thing I always do with a lot of bikes, it's an easy mod and it's not very expensive. It's a really cost-effective change. Considering Michael's happy with the rider position of the bike, we're going to strip them and get them powder coated. So they'll be coming up on another video shortly. We'll show you that process. We've got a local guy to us. He's really good. Does all my powder coating for us. He's going to be doing both of the footrest. Brake levers. Again, we've done some research. These are essentially standard brake levers on a, I think it's from 2009 to 2022 Fireblade. So we can get a set of these in plain black for now. With Michael's deciding whether to go for shorty levers or original.
Yeah.
Again,
show until I start riding it.
He's only done 7 miles on it, guys. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel and change the entire bike with regards to altering all the geometry and anything like that. We're just doing small hits that everyone out there that's bought one of these has probably looked at it the same. Honda did a great job of the styling. Everything up here is black. It's all murdered out, and then they put these on because it's cheap. So you can buy an aftermarket set of these, OE replacement quality, in black, off the shelf, from any of your local auction sites for, I think we're about 35, 40 quid. So that's the plan. We're going to put them on first. Wing mirrors. I'm sure by now you've noticed neither me or Michael are slim fit. So these will be going the journey because we can't see past them.
5 miles here, I could not see past myself anyway.
So they're going. We will be putting bar end mirrors on. Love it or hate it, guys. It's as much for function as form for this one. Screen protector, LCD screen protector. Yep, these new screens are awesome. Swanky, everything you want to know. Everything but the kitchen sink. But it will scratch easy, especially if you're trying to want to touch it with gloves on and stuff like that. A few other mods. The hate it or love it radiator guard that came from Honda. That is an actual official Honda part.
Certainly is.
Michael bought that because he thought it was the best thing to do to protect it.
Full price as well. And
paid full price as well. Obviously, the silver, it's not going to really go with the bike, is it? So that's going to get powder coated.
I've seen a lot of your comments out there as well saying about the gaps in the radiator.
Yeah. So we'll have to address that.
We can always keep an eye on that as the coming rides go on.
Mm-hmm. We're going to do a little trick with some fork protection once they're ceramic coated. We'll talk you through that when we get to it. Again, full bike's going to get coated. We do have some R&G crash bobbins. If you stay there, Mike, I'll grab them. So we've got a set of standard R&G crash protection. Again, because no one, R&G themselves aren't actually supplying anything for this just yet. We bought a generic off-the-shelf set. I think these were the same as what's on a Hayabusa or something like that. And all we're going to do is support the bike, take each of the engine mount bolts out, cross-reference and measure the thread pitch, check it for clearance, and then we'll fit these. And yeah, then we can start riding it. Then we're going to look at obviously changing the exhaust permanently, and then we're going to move on to the cosmetic phase, which is hopefully a lot of carbon.
Yeah, carbon.
Michael's bank balance won't have it, but hopefully it's
but,
going
you
to be a
know,
lot of
see
carbon.
what AliExpress has on it, but
we're not putting fake carbon on.
We can't swear at people.
We are not putting fake carbon on this bike. You can take it home now if you want to do that. So hopefully you like what you've seen. We're not professionals. The closest I came to being in front of a camera was a court appearance. And to be fair, I got off with that, and I never wanted to be in front of a camera again. But we're just two blokes. We enjoy messing about with bikes, and we think this is good content, and we think you'll like it. So, like, subscribe if you like it. If you don't, you want to see it out, just keep an eye on us, and we'll bring you some more content in the coming weeks.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys.